Speaking of Spectre series, what first comes to your mind? 4-chip logo? Black gold color? Today, let's check out this Spectre X360 14. Newest 12th Gen Core CPU. Graded OLED screen. Multi-level force touch and gamut switch. I can smell the gunpowder in Ultrabooks market. Let's check it out. First, specs. CPU i7-1555U, 2P cores plus 80 cores and 12 threads. Soldered 16 grams memory Elder 4x 4266 MHz SSD 1TB WDSN810. PCIe 4, OX4, 3000 x 2000, 100% DCI, P3 color gamut, 60 Hz OLED screen, convertible and touchable. The price is $1,829. Besides this version, it offers i5 plus 108OP, which is $1,300. As for color, it offers black gold and night blue. Looks professional. We test Spectre laptops every year, but this one is a familiar stranger. Familiar part, chip's logo. Black gold color. CNC one-piece molding. 360 degrees convertible. And Type-C ports. Strange part, the structure has turned from hard-cut lines into soft curved edge. This design covers all four sides. That's why it has a rather thick figure, but looks pretty thin. With soft curves, it is easy to handle in tablet mode. Pretty narrow bezels horizontal, little wide vertical. I didn't expect that. With narrow bezels, it can still attach the stylus firmly. Good. When you write down words on the screen, 4096 pressure sensitivity will capture your force precisely, but without accidental touch protection. You have to lift up your hands when writing down things. Rooms for an update. Keyboard is better. Pretty long key travel, stable keycaps, good for typing. Touchpad is integrated. Enough room to move your fingers smoothly. But I have to say 2 issues. First, power key. Instead of putting it in the top right, it switched places with delete key. Interesting design. Second, Touch ID. Why not integrate it into the power button? Interesting again. I know HP has a unique style, but unique doesn't mean abnormal. Hope HP can change that. Next, ports. 2 Type-Cs, 1 USB-A. TF card reader, a 3.5mm combo jack. We know the bezels are narrowed, but HP did a great job to put USB-A in it. Very good. After the exterior, let's go to the test part. 5MP camera. Pretty good. With beautifying and light correction, good enough for Zoom meetings. When your boss asks you to turn on the cam, you can show him your perfect face. Then, 3000 OLED screen. Screen info is hidden. We don't know the brand. Color volume, 121.6% DCI-P3. Color coverage, 99.8% DCI-P3, a wide gamut. For color accuracy, you can use HP display control. DCI-P3, delta 0.66, maximum 2.05. Shri-B, average 0.68, maximum 2.0. It has a great out-of-work performance. We tested ARG accuracy. Without a doubt, average 0.84, maximum 3.12. IT could be one of the best performing laptops we've tested, with light and color sensors. It can automatically adjust the brightness and color temperature. You can change it in HP display control. True Tone in Windows. Unbelievable. Overall, it's a good screen, but there are shortcomings. For example, OLED has its own disadvantages. Below 37% brightness, it is PWM dimming. Below 25%, it can reach 240 Hz. Above 37%, it is DC dimming. So, I recommend you raise the brightness. DC dimming is better for your eyes. Plus, if the backdrop is white, you can see the grid-like lines when you look closely. Little annoying. We learned from the internet. It is caused by the touch layer. For supporting advanced stylus pen, this grid-like screen was common years ago, but is rare due to technological advances. OLED with high sensitivity is a new thing this year. We can tolerate new things. 2 ways to solve these issues: drop the high pressure sensitivity or increase the resolution. For Spectre, neither of the two is suitable. I have used it for a long time. If you do not deliberately close to see and almost cannot feel it, it's really very subtle. If you can't stand that, 1080p and LCD is perfect for you. Next, performance. Frankly, Spectre users don't care about it. But we haven't tested this CPU. Let's figure it out. A 7155U is from U15 lineup, which gains least attention among all 12 gens. Other CPUs have better thermals. Thus, OEMs are scrambling to switch to P28 or even to H45. And U15 series are often found on top ultrabooks. Not very familiar to us. We didn't get it right away. Specs: 2P cores plus 80 cores and 12 threads. Turbo boost of single core reached 4.7 GHz. Tertiary cache, 12M, almost the same as i7-1165G7. Cinebench R20, 633 of single core, beyond that of i7-1165G7. Multicore, after 15 times over 20, 3074 at the first round. After the first round, it dropped at the next 2 rounds, then bounced back. Repeatedly, oscillate between 2500 and 3000. We can see the consumption during the test. Spectre has a strong restriction. When the heavy load comes, it will reach 38 watts first, and drop after hitting the thermal throttling. After a while, CPU consumption would be fixed at 21 watts. Maybe the reason is some part was identified overheated. After the heat dropped, CPU consumption rose again. GPU 3D Mark timespeed 840p 1311, Classroom 1080p 5 for 7 with restrictions of thermals and Elder for X, pretty normal. Daily use, we made some tests. Let's skip Office and do some real thing. Adobe Photoshop, Fugit Bench 716. Image work is easy for its single core performance. What about the games? Popular online games like CSGO. Under native 2K, FPS 66, 8, not good. Lowering to 1080p, it rose to 154.9 Fs, available under 1080p. But for Dota 2 and Genshin Impact, it is less than 60 Fs even under 1080p. If you are a pro gamer, all-rounder gaming laptop is your cup of tea. All in all, the convertible Spectre has a hard restriction on CPU consumption, but for its target group, it can do a good job in office software and streaming sites. So the 20-watt consumption is acceptable. Okay, let's move to the disassembly part. It is easy to disassemble. Remove all the bottom screws, you can take off the case. The 66Wh battery occupies a large part. PC Mark 10 Modern Office test, 7 hours and 26 minutes. Daily use simulation test, 5 hours and 37 minutes. Different resolutions have an effect. Wi-Fi card, Intel X211, Wi-Fi 6 supported. You can refer to this curve of speed and stability tests. RAM is soldered. Chips are shielded. 16 GB Elder 4x4 to 66 ms. SSD, 1 TB WDSN810 benchmark is on the slides. We noticed that there is an empty area next to the battery, with an M2 bay on the top. We asked HP if they removed the M2 port or not. They told me that it supported both 5 grams and 4 grams, and this area is for the extra Wi-Fi card. You can see the SIM card place. Once they are permitted, it will release 5 grams versions. On the very top thermals, Spectre X36014 adopted a triple pipe and dual fan design. Let's check the results of stress test. Room temperature 25 degrees, CPU 16 watts 73 degrees, P-core 2.8 GHz, E-core 2.2 GHz. Stress FPU test. CPU 18W 74 degrees clock slowed down, turning into tablet mode. CPU would be restricted at 12 watt, both clock and heat would drop, not to be burned when held in the hand. You can switch to performance. CPU consumption would jump between 20 and 30 watts, and drop after hitting the throttling, and rise again. Just like the results of our 20 test. Exterior temperature peaked at 43 degrees at central keyboard under laptop mode. Switch to tablet. Keyboard heat stayed, maximum 42 degrees. For screen, maximum 42.6 degrees, acceptable. For noise, it reached 43.7 dB under full load. Higher than Ultrabooks. I'm sure you've learned about this laptop so far. As usual, 3 pros and 3 cons for your reference. Spectre X360 is the top convertible laptop this year from HP. The U15 CPU of lower consumption could be installed in a narrow space. As a convertible laptop, you can treat it as an Ultrabook and a tablet for showing things to others. For screen, HP equipped this OLED screen with a gamut switch. Taking full advantage of this OLED, light sensor allows the laptop automatically adjusts the color temperature. It is common on smartphones, but a first try on laptops. Plus, Spectre has great after-sales service, 3 years of service on call and warranty, and 1-year accidental damage warranty. Good news for beginners. But it has some cons. First, screen. It has a good color gamut and accuracy, but PWM dimming and grid-like screen may let you down. Second, without a 5 grams permission currently. Too many empty areas inside. It is not a big deal for most users. But it is a flagship. Any imperfections can be a big mistake. Third, starting from $1,349, $1,829 of top version, not a bargain, but more affordable than its rivals. It is suitable for executives and managers who have a deep pocket, or clerks and students who value the build and exterior. That's all for today. Please hit like and subscribe to our channel. If you want to interact with me, please follow us on WeChat official account to provide info and guidance. This is BIBA Laptops. I'm Juan. See you next time.